Hello, what is up, guys? So this thing here is a plugin that I've been making for a while, all right, many moons, and I just finished an update on it. So I thought it's a good time to do demonstration video, okay? And yeah, in my demonstration video, I'm gonna be turning a very boring drum loop into a melody, okay? And that's the goal of this video. So this plugin here is called Besh Space Resonator, and it's a 6-band resonator with a reverb section, a space section, okay? And yeah, so we got the 6 bands here, and you set your bass note here with this slider, and then you set the semitone offset with these within the bands here, and that's how you create your chords and your harmonies, whatever, okay? And then under that is your decays. These are the feedback for the delays, because these are just a bunch of delays. All right, under that's your gain. So since these are all delays, if you were not using a band, you would turn this down and it would save you a little bit of CPU, okay? And then this is this button here would switch this from note to hertz. Okay, then we got your mix. So if you were just to use the reverb section, you weren't planning on using the resonator, you turn this down and it'll save you all the CPU here. Then a gain, a MIDI selector, and then chord selector. So if you didn't know how to make the chords within the offset, you can set it here. All right, and on tops, this is a stereo plugin, so these are all just duplicated. So I was able to add left and right fine to give it some nice stereo vibes. Okay, so let's turn this loop into a melody or something. Let's do something cool with it. Okay, so here is where you can set the MIDI mode. And instead of using the slider, you can play with your keyboard. So it will play on mono mode, it will use the bass note with the chord you're pressing on your keyboard. So let's show what that does. All right. And so if you were to make a chord, like if you had a chord set there, you can even make like a progression on your keyboard. Okay. And then on poly mode, it will play the chord that you're playing. So if if I have 3 notes down, like a C minor chord playing on my keyboard, it will set the bands to the notes as well, not just the root note, not just the bass. So I'll show you quick. Okay, so that's what the MIDI section does. And yeah, so let's turn this into a melody. Let's give it a little bit of reverb. Pretty cool, you know, and with a resonator plugin you're able to do stuff like that. And you can also use your piano roll to do that too. So if I wanted to like make chords within my piano roll, hopefully I have it set here, I could do that. So if I wanted to play that chord there, right, so that's the plugin, man. You got a pretty powerful little resonator. You also have a pretty nice sounding reverb, and you don't have to use them together either. If you want to throw some a reverb into your mix, throw this thing in, turn this one off, and there you go. There you have it. And that's what this project started on originally. It wasn't a resonator. It was actually this reverb. I wanted to write a reverb. So once I had that thing sounding to a point I liked it, I said, fuck it, 6 bands for the boys. I threw a resonator in there, and now you have Besh space resonator. And yeah, I enjoyed making this thing. Took a while, but whatever. Now you guys can enjoy it too. Go check it out. It's I'm gonna have this update here, which isn't out yet, but I'm gonna have that on the Patreon by the time this is uploaded. And enjoy it. Take it easy.